because I live alone and I really don't know if like I have chills or my apartment is just cold.
Honestly, it's probably both.
And I can't tell. And I've already turned the heater up. So
I think we're live. Just so
yay,
you know,
we're
on
live.
YouTube and Twitch, and I'm on TikTok. If you want to come join me on TikTok, you can start your own and we can do like a duet live rather than you being in the corner.
Sure.
For a change.
Oh, you're live. Ooh. Okay, hold on.
Hello, everybody. We're counting down. Yes, we're counting down in 25 minutes. The All Too Well film is going to premiere on YouTube. So we thought we'd hang out and watch it all together before Miss Catherine Mora joins us for an interview later on. So hello, besties. What's going on? I have Marissa's here too, and she's joining us momentarily.
Okay.
Add a host. Let me see. Oh, you're not.
I'm going 3, 2, 1. I'm live.
Okay. Let me see if we can get Marissa on here.
Go live with another host. We did it.
Do you see? Oh.
Yeah.
I got it.
Oh, again, why it starts, it goes so loud. Okay.
It automatically like sends the volume to level 5,000. It's the worst, but it's okay. What's up, everybody?
Stressful.
Emily saying hey on YouTube. I like that your photos of Tom Holland. That's so fun. Someone says good vibes. I feel that. Good vibes.
Why is it still so loud? Okay, there we go.
We have a brave. Yes, your sound's great to me.
Okay.
Yeah, we have a brave person in the chat on TikTok who I think you were with us last night too, saying I haven't heard the 10-minute version because you're waiting for the premiere of the film. I think that is strength that I certainly did not have. So I commend you for sure. I'm gonna join the premiere. If you're not, I'll send the link out on YouTube and Twitch here in the comments so y'all can find it. The All Too Well film's premiering on Taylor Swift's YouTube in 23 minutes, which is super fun.
Oh my god.
Watching on YouTube and TikTok is confusing. Are you watching us on YouTube and TikTok or watching the film? It's a little bit of both. I know that I'm certainly tired after our very late live last night, but it was so worth it to listen to the album with you all, especially like Marissa with you and Alexis. That was literally so fun.
It was so fun.
How are you feeling today after everything?
I'm pretty good. I was tired when I woke up, but I had to wake up because I had an appointment to get my booster shot. I couldn't sleep in.
We love it.
Boosted, floosted, and blessed.
We love that. And we love that for you.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I'm just, I've got my thermometer because as I was telling Liz, I live alone and I can't really tell if I have chills or my apartment's just cold. So I'm just going to like periodically take my temperature. I don't have a fever right now, but.
Well, when the film starts, you're absolutely going to have chills. Oh, because the film's going to be so amazing. We have someone saying you're watching us on TikTok and on YouTube. Bestie, I love that. You should pull the film up on your YouTube, like the countdown for the All Too Well film, and then hang out with us here on TikTok. Oh my God, I've got like so much going on. Hey, everybody. Claw, hello. Thanks for joining us on YouTube. Has everyone listened to the full album? If you have, let us know. We certainly have. We stayed up very late to do so. And I have the video. I have to cut it and re-upload it. So I'll be doing that tomorrow so everyone can rewatch. I did rewatch a little bit of the chaos. And it's even better than I thought it was. I realized how much I missed, like when I was spinning around in my chair and like singing. Like I didn't see anything that was happening with you and Alexis. So rewatching the three of us simultaneously is hilarious. And then seeing all of your comments that were coming in as well. It's literally the best.
I can't wait to see the footage of us listening to the 10-minute version for the first time. Because our jaws like collectively dropped.
We had some really in sync moments and like our eyes like getting so big simultaneously.
Yeah.
You couldn't listen to all of it, unfortunately. Well, that's okay. We'll be playing it all weekend long. Hey, Rowan. Couldn't concentrate on anything else today. Yes, it was certainly a rough day for Swifties to get through, I think. I definitely had moments throughout the day where I would like remember a new lyric and be like, I can't believe she said that. I can't believe she said that.
All I've been thinking about is the 10-minute version and nothing new. Like,
I timed my drive to my local Starbucks based on the 10-minute all too well. And then I got there when like the after school crowd was coming in, and then I was stuck in the line. So I got like a good 2 listens of the 10-minute version in to get my Taylor's version latte today. And y'all, look what they put on the lid.
How is it?
It's just a latte. It's fine. But they literally put, the girl who took my order was so excited.
Hi.
Loving you is red on the lid. But you see how it's smudged? See how the lid smudged, everybody? See how it's smudged? It's because when I drank it, my nose hit it. And I had red Sharpie on the tip of my nose for a meeting, and I didn't know. And I was looking at myself in the camera like, that's a really weird reflection happening. It's not a reflection. It was my Taylor Swift latte Sharpie. But yeah, no, it's good. It's literally just a latte with some caramel in it.
Elizabeth True Jill 811 says, my cat likes watching you. So we're popular with the cat crowd. I wish Alexis could be here to know that.
Yes,
we'll make sure she knows.
I'm sure it's all Alexis is doing. Since Alexis was dancing around with her cat last night. I love that. I can't actually say your at, or else TikTok might block me, but Tony's something, it's here with us, a friend on TikTok. Hello. I was up at 4 for the release at 5 a.m. where I was. I'm so tired. I stayed up until 5 a.m. So I feel you. And then I got a couple hours of sleep, but I think it might be worse going to bed or waking up so early and then having to do a full day. At least I got to sleep in between. Oh, our friend Leba's here from Voices of Atlas. Everyone say hey. If you're not watching Voices of Atlas, it's a fantastic show. YouTube, Twitch, Spotify, all the good places. They're live every week. They do a great show. Brooklyn's watching from Australia. Hello. I swear to God, the Australia fans have really been winning because it's like everything's premiering at very reasonable times for you. Someone in the live yesterday was like, oh, it's almost 5 p.m. I was like, it's literally like 2 a.m. for me. Like, I'm so jealous that you can exist at a reasonable time.
Truly.
Yeah. But, I think all in all, we did win. We got through today. You got your booster shot.
Yeah.
For the people that missed it yesterday, why don't you show everyone the blanket that you're currently wrapped in, just so everyone's very aware of some of the amazing.
This was a gift. I did not purchase this myself. I did not ask for this. This was thrusted upon me, but it's very soft, and so I'm going to use it. Yes, the blanket. Melody's in my chat saying the blanket. She is the one that gave this blanket to me.
Melody, you're truly an icon for this.
It's just a lot of this. It's a lot of this. It's a lot of this. Let me find my favorite one. It's the darkest lit, but it's also the best. Wait, where? Yeah. There he is. There he is.
There he is. 1940s Bucky.
Sergeant Barnes.
Sergeant Barnes. We love to see it. I mean, I just try and fix my headphones because I hate pushing my hair back. 1 second. I won't be able to hear you for a second, guys.
Everybody go subscribe to Liz.
Are you plugging?
Subscribe to Stark Radio on Twitch and YouTube.
Oh my God, you're so nice.
Follow her on Station Head. I was trying to do it when you couldn't hear me plug you.
Sorry, I was too quick.
Oh, and go buy her merch. Go to her Linktree. Get the merch. She's got great Taylor Swift lyric merch.
It's true. All my merch is MCU Taylor crossover. So,
Getaway Car Loki's version is the smartest thing I've ever seen.
Thank you so much.
It is, Liba. Yeah, it is.
You know, it's really funny. I don't even have that piece of my merch collection yet. There's a couple pieces in the line that like the order didn't get fulfilled, so I have to try and reorder them. So I see other people wearing my merch and I'm like, it looks really good. I can't wait to actually have it myself.
Rip.
Yeah, truly rip. Brooklyn says, I joined you yesterday for the release. I felt so lonely at home. I was so grateful to have you to listen along with. We're so glad you came. And we're so glad you came back. Welcome back. You're always welcome here to hang out with us. We're live every week doing different things. And Marissa, I wanted to ask you your opinion. Did you see any of the Disney Plus Day announcements?
Oh, you know I did.
What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? What are your opinions? What stood out to you?
Okay, I understand objectively, like, I understand that the Agatha Harkness show is like purely fan service,
Right.
but I am that fan and it is servicing me. So I'm very excited about it anyway.
You're very seen in this moment, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
And Disenchanted, I cannot freaking wait for Disenchanted.
Yeah.
And Enchanted is on Disney Plus.
Yep. I cannot wait to rewatch.
And we gotta watch Shang-Chi.
Yeah.
And the Echo Show. Do you know what the Echo Show?
Yes, I do. I went through and I screenshotted all of the press releases with all the synopses of the different shows. I'm so impressed by the preview for Moon Knight. Mr. Oscar Isaac.
I haven't watched it. I've only seen like Liba was posting stills of it. That's all I've seen so far.
Liba's honestly like one of my favorite creators. I'm not just saying that because you're here, but like everything you've been posting lately is absolute chef's kiss.
Liba's Instagram is really good.
Plug. There we go. This is Liba. If you're watching on YouTube and Twitch, please go support Mixed and Anxious on TikTok. Yeah, Oscar Isaac. I'm obsessed. So I'm not going to do well.
I saw like one clip, and I really can't tell if it's from Scenes from a Marriage or if it's from Moon Knight. The one where he's like walking and swooping through his hair. I think it's from Scenes from a Marriage.
I think it's from Scenes from a Marriage.
It was on Twitter today, and everyone was like, "This healed me."
Oh, I know. My whole I was gonna say For You page, but my whole Twitter feed has been Oscar Isaac from Dune, Scenes from a Marriage, or now the Moonlight preview, or the Moon Knight, preview. And I'm like, this is adequate. This is very adequate.
Moon Knight was how I learned that my brother actually reads the comics.
Really?
Yeah, I like fully thought he didn't read the comics, and then after Moon Knight was announced, he was reading the comic. Like, I don't know which run it was, but he was reading a Moon Knight comic, and I was like, "Oh, you read comics?" And he's like, "Yeah, I want to prepare for the character. I don't know anything about him." I'm like, "Look at you doing research."
That's so Alexis of him to say. I want to prepare for the character.
Yeah.
I am going to fully need Alexis to do an entire 70-part series preparing us for every single new show on Disney Plus.
Oh, I really needed her to do a breakdown. Thanks for all the likes, everybody. I needed her to do a breakdown of all the Eternals, and she didn't. And I just had to I went in with nothing. Yeah. Melody was with me, if she's still in the chat. When we saw Eternals, she was like, "What is this movie about?" And I'm like, "I don't know."
Same thing happened to me and my friend. She straight up was like, and like we got to the theater late. So it wasn't like we were having a conversation, like just the two of us with no one around. Like our theater was packed. Like I have not been in a theater that full in years. And she turns to me, she goes, "So what's the movie about?" And I knew that people could hear us. And I was like, I don't know.
I know. I was like,
fake fan.
They're like god alien things, and they came to Earth. And they're hot.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's about all I know. Like, it's a real hot cast.
Yeah. And I was like, the other point that I knew was like Richard Madden and Kit Harington.
Yeah.
Were both in it, revolving around the same character, which was very funny because of Game of Thrones. That's literally all I had to go off of. And Angelina Jolie was in it. So
that's all I knew.
That's all I knew.
And Kumail Nanjiani was in it. That was it.
I loved going into it not really knowing anything, though, because most Marvel movies, I feel like I'm over-prepared. Like, I know way too much. So it was like, oh, this is actually kind of refreshing to not know every single detail about the backstory that we should experience.
Claw 13 minutes.
Yeah. Oh, good call. You always catch it when it's at the 13-minute mark. You did the same thing last night. So smart. True Swiftie right here. Claw135 on YouTube is saying, in terms of the Disney Plus announcements, Proud Family, Louder and Prouder, Disenchanted, and Agatha, House of Harkness were the best announcements, in my opinion. The Proud Family coming back is going to be my new personality.
I'm so excited.
So excited.
Now we just need Kim Possible. I want Kim Possible, the animated. I don't want the
Give
live
Christy
action.
Romano a
Whatever
paycheck.
that was.
No.
Give me the animated show back again.
Bring Christy back. Absolutely. I'm with you. Yes, Kim Possible, Proud Family. I would love to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It seems like from the preview too for the Proud Family that they're going to do the original tone of the show justice.
I hope so. I haven't seen the teaser yet.
Teaser's good. Leva saying, so excited for Miss Marvel and Moon Knight.
I did see the Miss Marvel teaser, and it looks good. I know nothing. Well, I mean, I know everything I've learned from TikTok about Miss Marvel. So I am very nervous, but excited for the opportunity.
Yeah. Excited for the opportunity to learn more, right?
Right.
I'm really
excited for the opportunity for Marvel to do right.
Yeah. And I'm excited that it's
go
ahead.
To just do worthwhile representation.
Yes. Yep. It seems like they're going to try and actually properly do an angle of like what it's like to be a teenager. And I think that's really exciting. Like I would really love for it to feel a little bit juvenile and feel a little bit like high drama, like life, because like all of these stories that we've gotten are so mature and advanced and dramatic. And it's like, yeah, but like, you know, even Tom Holland's Spider-Man like could have been a little bit more over dramatic teen boys. Like I really hope they lean into that and actually show like and give meaning to what it's like to be a teenage girl. I think that'd be so powerful. Yes, we're talking about Miss Marvel, and we're about 10 minutes away from the All Too Well film premiering on YouTube, which we're going to live react to. So for those of you watching with us on YouTube and Twitch, what we're going to do, because last night the stream got taken down because we were watching together on here streaming and watching and listening to the songs. So what we're going to do tonight is mute the stream here while we're watching the movie, but we won't mute on TikTok. So if you want to actually hear our reactions, you'll be able to see us. But if you want to hear what's going on, come to the TikTok stream, Miss Abobissa or producer Liz, you'll find us and you'll be able to hear our reaction. And then we'll talk a little bit afterward. And then after the movie, after the film's premiered, at 8 p.m. Eastern time, Miss Catherine Mora is joining for an interview. We're going to talk all about her content, her merch, all kinds of fun stuff. So stick around for that. We're interviewing creators every week on the show, which is super fun. And Miss is going to take the rest of the night off to chill after our long extravaganza and a booster shot. You've really earned a great night of rest and relaxation, I think.
I'm going to go probably watch Shang-Chi.
That's a great call. I love that for you.
This honesty hour. This is honesty hour with the
honesty
besties.
Hour. Here we go.
I didn't tell anybody this. I've never told anybody this, but I had a panic attack watching Shang-Chi.
Oh no!
About an hour and a half in.
Yeah.
So I want to watch the second half of the movie.
It. Yeah. Absolutely. It was an intense movie. Like it really had some really big moments.
Oh, my water's gone. It was my first time in a theater that full in a very long time. Yeah. And it was a lot. It hit me at a certain point, and it was a lot. Yeah. Because when I saw Black Widow in theaters, but like in my small hometown with my dad at like a 6:00 showing. Yeah. Like in July, like it was not full, but Shang-Chi was like every seat was full in a big theater downtown Chicago. Like
there was a lot going on.
It was not great.
No,
but I learned and I took my meds when I saw Eternals, and I was good.
We love growth. We love learning. Absolutely. I think Emily shares your sentiment a little bit. The screen broke halfway through when I went to see Shang-Chi.
Oh, no, yeah.
That is my worst nightmare. Imagine getting to the pivotal plot point and then the whole movie shuts down. And then what do you do?
Yeah.
Some other comments coming in. Go ahead.
Somebody in my comments on one of my videos about Eternals said that their film stopped at the sand scene. And the screen was just like looping.
That literally sounds like somebody was having fun. Like let's mess with everybody.
Yeah. So yeah. Seems like
Emily's followed up her story with an important detail. We got free tickets to watch something else though. So it's all good. We love that.
All right. We love a freebie.
Yeah. Claus saying Eternals and Shang-Chi are easily some of the best of the MCU movies. No one can convince me otherwise. I agree for many reasons.
They're just objectively good movies. They're
Yeah.
just well made.
Oh no, not the sand scene.
Yeah.
Shadow Warlock on TikTok saying Miss Marvel is my fave Marvel character. I hope they do her well. Both Miss Marvel and She-Hulk look so pretty. I think they really could do She-Hulk justice, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, it looks good. I'm still very confused. By
Very
Bruce
confused.
Banner,
Yeah.
but looks
I don't
good.
understand what's happened with. Hopefully the show answers. I'm not spoiling anything, but hopefully the show answers questions I have based on some of the movies that have come out.
Mm-hmm. Especially because he's not in the arm dealie, but he's also. Where is this happening?
Make one choice, Marvel. Make one choice. Maybe it's going to be a multiverse situation. Maybe that's what's happening. Who knows?
There's 4 Bruce Banners now.
Honestly, it's Infinity War, but just Hulk. Can you imagine all those portals open and it's just Hulk coming through? I'd watch it. I'd watch that movie a million times over, but it's just one character talking to themselves the whole time.
Final battle.
Yeah. Yeah. Can you imagine just like Ant-Man, but it's like 10 million different Ant-Mans? I'd love it, honestly. I'd live for it.
It's the Endgame final battle, but it's Sam saying on your left, and then he flies through, and then he just keeps, it's just like more Sams keep flying through.
Yeah. Yeah. And they're just like on your left, on your left, on your left. It's just like loops. It's a constant loop of
120 Sam Wilsons.
Yeah. You know the seagulls in Finding Nemo when they're like, mine. It's like that energy, but just Sam being like, on your left, on your left, on your left.
It is that energy.
We're 5 minutes away from the All Too Well short film premiere on YouTube. I hope everyone has it up and ready to watch so we can all watch it and sync together. Quick reminder for everyone hanging out with us on YouTube and Twitch. Hello, you're welcome to stick around. We're going to have to mute the stream so that the stream does not get taken down, which is why I have this little banner going at the bottom of the screen. You can also join us on Missa Bobissa's account. She's also live. We're live together on TikTok, and you'll be able to hear us throughout the 13 minutes of the film. Hi, Justin. The short film is 13 minutes long. Oh, we're 4 minutes away now. I know. How's your temperature doing?
I don't have a fever.
We love that. We love not having a fever. We're very close. So there was a screening of this today, and Taylor Swift fans were invited to the screening in New York. Private screening, invite only. They got signed posters with Taylor's signature on it, and she sang the 10-minute version of All Too Well. She sounded incredible. But I was just watching, there was someone that was at the premiere who was live, and she was not spoiling it, but she did say that if you're a Dylan O'Brien fan, you're in for a rough go watching this, and I'm not pleased to hear that.
I don't have any emotional investment in him. Honestly, I don't have any emotional investment in either of them because I haven't even gotten to like Sadie's seasons of Stranger Things yet.
That's fair. Yeah.
I'm going in to
blind.
Be there.
I'm gonna shoot. No, I'll keep it this way. Or should I zoom us in? Maybe so you can see our reactions better. No, okay, we'll keep it like this. Keep it like this.
I like this version
I like this better. We're 2 minutes away. How are we feeling? Mixing Anxious saying, as a Dylan fan, I am nervous. Brooklyn saying, I am not prepared. I thought, just like last night, I really thought I was prepared, and now I'm here and I'm like, I have no idea what they're about to hit us with. But if they don't have the F the patriarchy keychain in here, like, what's the point? If we don't get like a close up, yeah, I would really like to see it. Emily is feeling nervous. Let us know how you're feeling in the comments, besties. And we're 60 seconds away. So just so everyone knows, if you haven't watched a premiere on YouTube before, typically this countdown will end and then another countdown might begin. Like YouTube typically starts every premiere with like a 1 or 2 minute countdown. I wouldn't be surprised if they did like a 3-minute, 13-second countdown or something obnoxious like that because it's Taylor Swift. So it's probably not going to start in exactly 60 seconds. It'll probably give us another countdown to wait through. Will you upload this video on YouTube after it's done? Yes, bestie. And we're also going to upload the video from yesterday, which got taken down for copyright. I just have to edit it and then re-upload it. But this stream, so long as the stream does not get taken down, it should automatically be available to rewatch, which is super fun. Emily is shaking. Who's excited? Who's excited? The Broadway Blonde saying, I can't believe we're only a minute away. How's everyone on your TikTok stream doing, Nissa?
Sarah Harriet 7 is
Hi,
not
Sarah.
ready at all. Literally not ready. So
This is my cousin Sarah. Everybody say hello.
hi, Sarah.
She was with us last night too. I'm excited, anxious, so excited. So excited. People are so excited. Okay, let's see. Premiere will begin shortly. Okay.
Mm.
You know the Harry Potter meme that's like,
Okay.
I'm done my waiting.
Oh, 12 years of it. Azkaban.
All right, everyone has their streams up. So excited,
Ooh,
so excited. My
you're,
heart, I'm so excited. Ooh, am I echoing?
There's a delay on one of them, I think, unless it's fixed.
Okay. Here's what we're gonna do.
Oh no, we're good. We're good.
On the YouTube stream, YouTube and Twitch, I'm gonna update this banner one more time just to say, 1 second. I'm just gonna quickly fix this.
Thanks, Sly. Sly says, I don't know what to expect, but I'm excited for y'all. Thanks for the support.
Here we go.
2 minutes.
Here we go.
So loud. Okay, hold on.
Your gasp really had me going because I had nothing on my screen.
It just started in my ears.
Very loudly. All right, new ticker at the bottom of the screen explaining that you can hear us on TikTok Live. Hello, everyone on the TikTok Live. I'm going to mute myself now here. And Nissa, do you want to do the same? And then we can listen to each other on TikTok?
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. Hello, everyone on YouTube and Twitch. We're back. Is this like a Marvel movie? Like, are we going to get an end credit scene? I don't think we are. I would just like to know.
Oh, special thanks.
No, does not seem like it. Taylor Swift Productions. Absolutely
Very cute.
Okay.
It's still the premiere, but it hasn't ended.
It just
Oh,
ended.
it's ended.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Can that win an award?
Claw135 says, I swear to God, if this doesn't get an Oscar nomination, she will get an Oscar nomination, hopefully a win.
Take it to Sundance, Taylor. Take it to Sundance.
Take it to Sundance. If we thought we hated Jake Gyllenhaal before, like, last night was bad, y'all. The memes against man. Oh my God. Okay, I just need a show of hands. I'm not asking people to trauma dump. Please do not do that because that doesn't make a safe environment. But just with an emoji, just a show of hands. Like, who saw past experiences of themselves in that video? Because I think she wrote that so beautifully. Like, I'm sure whatever happened between them was so much more specific in so many ways. And she did make it so specific, but she also kept some of those pieces so broad. So I think anyone could see or identify within it. And that is brilliant storytelling. Because when you get too niche, you get too invested, and then it gets harder and harder to relate back, I find.
Sly's got 5 hands up in the chat.
5 hands up. I'm seeing, some hands up on my end as well. Okay, I'm so glad that that's like a collective thought. Okay, I'm scrolling way up. I'm going to start with my TikTok comments. Would you like to also read some of the comments in your feed?
We've got Sarah says the scarf. We all collectively had a scarf gasp. And then we got Sly. Bestie, this is hitting a little too close to home. That whole thing was giving me he's not the sun, you are vibes.
Yep. Someone said they stunned. Yeah, we're stunned. Have fun Christmas shopping. Thanks for joining us. A lot of people are saying, like, I have no words. OMG. Jake Gyllenhaal's Instagram comments are so funny. Okay, let's go. Besties.
I'm sending you a link to my favorite Twitter account, Rose Dilmu, who just tweeted, Taylor Swift will direct a Marvel movie.
Like,
not actually, but she should.
God, how do you spell Gyllenhaal? What a horrible last name.
Gyllenhaal?
How do you spell it? Is it double L, double N, double L?
No. It's G.
Hold on, people. We're getting the good memes.
Gyllenhaal.
Hold on.
Gyllenhaal.
Oh, double A. See, terrible last name. Okay, what are people saying in the comments? Hold on, people. We're getting there.
Variety called the All Too Well short film. Hold on, let me find it to get the direct quote because it's a great quote. Or it might have been Vulture.
Okay, Jake, I'm coming for your comments. What are people saying to poor old Jake?
What's this man doing?
Where's the scarf, Jake? Count your days, bestie. Is it true you still got it in your drawer even now? How are you listening to the 10-minute version? You have 1 week.
Have you seen Peyton's video?
No. Oh, yes. Plug it, Lo. Tell everyone to go find it.
I'm sure if you're a Swiftie, you know my friend Peyton Tevis and her TikTok account where she reenacts Taylor's exes listening to the songs that are about them. Her video today of Jake listening to the 10-minute version of All Too Well is It's amazing. It's amazing.
Very, very good.
At Peyton
Very, very
Tevis,
good.
PAYTONTEVIS on TikTok.
Very, very good.
She's so funny.
We also got some amazing comments from the YouTube crowd, so I'm going to pull some of them up to react to. To my comment about, like, imagine getting the call that you're getting paid to be Dylan O'Brien's romantic interest. Can Taylor call me and tell me to do that? Not Dylan gaslighting. Throw a plate at his head.
Literally.
Dylan and dad look the same age. Perhaps intentional casting?
The dad looked very young. I recognized him from something, but I couldn't remember.
Me too.
I don't know
Me
what
too.
it is.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find this tweet. It was a great tweet.
Yeah.
Maybe I should just go back through my likes. Hold on. It like perfectly synthesized what we just watched, and I want to find it.
Jake is quaking in his running shoes. Did anyone else get emotionally destroyed? Everybody watching absolutely has been emotionally destroyed. Yes, I completely agree. Dylan is a great actor. He was making me hate him. Had to remember I actually love him. Dylan and Sadie were extraordinary. They were fantastic. Sadie Sink, incredible.
It was, yeah.
And you could see so many of Taylor's mannerisms in her. Like when they were sitting with the dad and the way she was sitting in the chair and holding the coffee cup. Like, I was like, oh my God. Like Sadie Sink is a Swiftie. B, she knows how to study for a role. Period. And you could say the same about Dylan when he was out of the car and on the phone and he was doing the hand thing. He had like the erratic kind of movements of Jake Gyllenhaal.
That was like scary accurate.
And the eyes, you know how Jake's eyes go like so like big when he's like,
yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going to find this goddamn tweet.
Find the tweet. I'm going to keep looking. Father looked like Dax Shepard. He did. It wasn't Dax Shepard, but it definitely did. Someone should go back into the video to the credits and see who it was. Anyone else get Shake It Off vibe when Sadie was wearing the black turtleneck? Yes, 1,000%. I was like feeling the Shake It Off turtleneck vibe. I don't think that lines up with like the era, but maybe it's an Easter egg for something. Could be an Easter egg about 1989 coming. Apparently, the short film is full of Easter eggs about the future releases and things. So I'm really looking forward to like the Straw Hat Goofies of Swiftie TikTok going through and telling us what they are. Jake is quaking in his running shoes. Yep. Can Taylor make this a full-length film or a musical? Marissa, do you want to share with everyone what we've been doing in terms of a Taylor Swift musical?
Oh, we have worked long and hard building Rogers the Musical as a Taylor Swift musical. Yeah. I think that Taylor should write, this is just me wanting a musical from Taylor Swift. I want like the Betty, Augustine, James story as a musical.
Very much.
But I think she could do.
Yeah.
It's going to happen. She has to. She's such a narrative writer.
Yeah. And now she's besties with Andrew Lloyd Webber from Cats.
Oh, yeah.
They're like straight up pals. So like imagine her getting some assistance into the theater world.
That's not who I would go to, but...
Well, she does have the friendship there. I just saw a tweet that said Jake Gyllenhaal logging onto Twitter, and it had Public Enemy #1 poster from the No Way Home teaser.
I saw that too.
I saw something that was like a Spider-Man meme, but it was like everyone who hates Jake Gyllenhaal, and it was like Taylor Swift and like Peter Parker. And like, oh, you found the tweet? Let's see it.
Tweet. According to Variety, Taylor Swift's All Too Well starring Dylan O'Brien and Sadie Sink is, quote, like a music video on steroids meets a Noah Baumbach movie, end quote. Which is exactly what it is.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. I mean, that's Marriage Story. We just watched Marriage Story.
We literally just watched Marriage Story. Wow. Taylor Swift's mind. Can we talk about how she directed that?
And it's good.
And it's
like
it was great.
It's really well directed.
I loved the choices, keeping the camera all on Sadie. That was such a brilliant choice. It was never about why would you give him the power in that moment. It wasn't about how he was looking or reacting. It was about her.
Yeah.
Yeah. I am so glad that she did not release this last night.
Oh my God. We were already like
imagine?
puddles with the song.
We had to listen to it multiple times. We were a mess.
We could not.
I missed like all the new lyrics after she said F the patriarchy. I missed like half of the song.
Yeah. I didn't even catch that it was a fuck the patriarchy keychain until.
Oh, yeah, no. I just straight up missed that entire plot point.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which is just brilliant, and especially the way it's done in the film, the way that is illustrated in a certain way.
Alexis is agreeing. It would have been way too much if we had also reacted to that.
Yeah.
I think I would have actually gone and gotten a bottle of wine and been like, all right.
You already had to use your inhaler, so.
At least I had it out this time. I was ready for it. We gasped a few times, y'all. We had someone saying, hey, y'all, I am unwell. All Too Unwell is happening. Is this the All Too Unwell party? Welcome. Emily's on YouTube saying, I'm suing Jake for emotional damage on behalf of me and Taylor. Listen.
Like, I'm genuinely concerned that he's going to try and sue her now.
I had the same thought while I was watching.
Because it's, like, it's a little too uncanny.
Here's my question for you. At what point of the film did you have that thought? Because I want to know if we had that thought at the same moment, because I feel like we probably did.
After he threw the keys and walked away.
After he threw the keys! That was the moment I was like, he's going to try and sue her for everything she's got. I'm concerned, but I also think, like, he won't try it. Like, he could, and he might. Yeah. But I don't think he will. I think he's going to pretend it doesn't exist and that he doesn't know it's about him. As he has for the last 10 years. I want to know which BS friends of his were at that dinner. Are they celebrities? Were there witnesses? I don't know. Inquiring minds would like to know. I did hear today that the actress at the party is Anne Hathaway. Oh. Which made me feel very comforted. Yeah, we love Anne Hathaway. Big Princess Diaries fans here, folks. There's 2 Anne Hathaways on my wall right now. Are there? Yeah. Alexis is saying Jake's not going to get any public favor out of a lawsuit. That's true. True. Sly said he won't win if it's true. Yeah. Like, I feel like he might be mad enough to try it at this point and feel like it's close enough to the truth that he had a case. Yeah. But also, it would be a real bad move. Just like go underground. Wait, do we not like Anne Hathaway? Who doesn't like Anne Hathaway? I don't know. Grace commented, not too much on Anne, crying face, but I don't know. Am I missing something? Someone else heard Jennifer Aniston was potentially the actor. I saw that. Oh, no. Okay, we're fine. Sorry, I misread we were up till 5 a.m. listening to Red. My brain's like operating at half capacity. I apologize for the Anne Hathaway potential slander that almost occurred on behalf of the show. But no, we love Anne. Also, I feel like if Anne Hathaway in general ever asked me if I was okay, I would just immediately lose it. Yeah. Be like, no. She just seems nice. Alexis says, and he's admitting and confirming it's close enough to the truth to have had a case. Oh, that's also true. Do you really want to go public and be like, yes, that is me. And I don't like how you showed the world that I'm a gaslight gatekeeper and you're the girl boss. For real. Grace says, Liz, you kept me up till 2 a.m. I went to work looking so busted. Bestie, I was wearing this at the end of the live last night and I've been wearing it today. I woke up with my red lipsticks like smeared. My first TikTok of the day, you can see the lipstick didn't come off all the way. Raise your hand if you've been emotionally damaged by Jake Gyllenhaal this evening. In all honesty, not nice to have the whole world coming for you for something like this. So I do hope that he has a great therapist and people around him to help him be a better person, because it's not nice to be on the receiving end of this kind of thing.
You're frozen on TikTok.
Yeah, I know. It's because my phone's at 20%. I had 60% when we started this live, though. See, hold on, people. I do want to say hello for everyone joining us, because there's a lot of folks that just joined us over here that maybe just watched the film and are now tuning in. We're hanging out this evening, just reacting to the, oh my God, hold on. Disaster almost struck.
Every time. Every single time.
We never have a smooth show here, to be completely honest. I do want to just let everyone know what's happening. We're going to hang out for the next half hour, continuing to talk about this. And then I really hope you all stick around, because we have a very special guest coming in. Miss Catherine Mora is joining to talk about her amazing TikToks and content and merch. And we're going to hear a lot of that behind the scenes of what goes into her content. She's doing so well on TikTok right now. Every week we are trying to interview a different creator to hear about, just what it's like to create their content and where they get their inspiration from, and help build our community of creators and show that we're all friends. And, this is a great community to be part of. So I hope you all stick around for that. But I do think there was like a very important point of the film that we have yet to discuss. They were doing the New York Times crossword puzzle together. You notice that? There was a shot of them in the bed and they're like doing a crossword together.
Yeah,
I'm sure it was okay, come on, pretentious Jake Gyllenhaal. I'm sure it was like a stack of New York Times crosswords they were doing together.
For sure.
So here's my question. If someone has the time, I would bet you anything there is a lyric in that song where there is a word or a lyric that was answers in the crossword puzzle that they did together.
Oh my God, you're sick and twisted, just like Blondie.
I'm probably correct, though.
Sick and twisted.
Yep. Alexa says dating 22-year-olds implies that therapy is not working.
That's true.
Yeah,
his current partner
valid.
being a year older than us implies
25.
some work still
Work.
necessary.
Bravo to Sadie Sink for giving the performance of a lifetime. And I'm very happy for her in terms of like, she does so well in Stranger Things, but it's such a different type of role. And like now the whole world has seen the incredible range that you have. Like, let's talk about the range of Sadie Sink. Are you kidding? Incredible. So good. And I mean, we knew Dylan O'Brien was fabulous, but like, I am going to have to take 5 to 10 business days to process that side of him.
Yeah, it was, it was like, it was too close for comfort.
Yep. I'm also very interested in the beard. Is that Dylan's beard? Did they give him like, I don't know.
It looked like it was his. The stream wasn't great quality.
Yeah, no, it wasn't for me either.
So
we'll have to go back and re-examine, hunt down some of the Easter eggs. Anyone spot any Easter eggs? Let us know in the comments, please.
I mean, I was not paying attention to Easter eggs or anything, but I did just think like visually it was stunning. Just like the aesthetic of it.
Yeah. And like even like the decor and like the set design and everything was like, wow, like it was very thoughtful.
The production.
The entire production was so thoughtful.
Okay.
Yeah, I have much to think about. That's really thrown me for a loop. I feel like, did we want to watch it again and like do live commentary as we watch it a second time? Is that an insane thing to suggest?
Like right this second?
Yeah. Like right this second.
We've got time.
Anybody want to watch it again? Let us know in the comments. Do you want to do a second watch? I'm not okay after watching it. I'll be watching this for like 3 weeks. If anybody wants to do a second round, we should consider doing so. I definitely think that Taylor with the red hair is going to take over Harry Potter TikTok. I think they're going to have a field day with that.
I sent you a tweet from Vulture
Yeah, where did you
that
send
said
it?
on Twitter. I can put the link in the chat too. if you
Yeah,
want.
put it in the private chat.
It's funny. I'm just sending you the Marvel ones.
Okay.
Hold on.
Tweets incoming. Young Lily James. Exactly. Grace, what do you mean you didn't see it? What do you mean you didn't see it? So we have to watch it again so Grace can see it. I'm seeing lots of yeses in my chat that people do want to watch it a second time.
Copy link.
Try to spot the Easter eggs this time around.
Private chat. Paste. Send.
Hold on.
Okay, there you go.
Hey, Vulture. Let's talk about this.
I see it.
Okay, y'all. The tweet is funny. It says ScarJo does it again, which I love. Yeah, she's really getting ScarJo.
It looks like the Black Widow wig, like Black Widow movie wig.
Maybe she just called and she was like, listen, you still have it.
I know you killed him off, so you won't mind that I'm doing this
literally
slanderous
said,
piece.
I know you have Harry Styles. Now you owe me one. Yes, I have Twitter. You can follow me, Liz G. Duff. That's the only account we name while we're on live. DM you later.
That's the thing about illicit affairs.
Yes, so if you don't know, Sadie and Dylan, that is the age gap that Taylor and Jake were when they were dating. It's the same age gap. Okay, are we watching? Do we have another tweet to show? That's the only one. Okay.
I sent you another one, but we already talked about it.
Oh yeah, I did.
Taylor
Swift will direct a Marvel movie. Yeah. Hopefully it's like some badass Yelena forward film.
Ooh.
That would be like a Yelena on her own kind of solo adventure story. That'd be good. I'd eat that up.
See, I'm really stressed. I'm starting to believe that she's not going to be in Hawkeye.
I think she will be, but like the last episode finale.
Because like Flo posted about it like months ago, but hasn't since then. And I'm like, ooh, did you get in trouble?
Yep, I'd say. I think it's exactly what happened. Oh, thank you for sending likes. It's really nice of y'all. Okay, I say we do one more rewatch of it. What do y'all say? Can everyone pull it up?
I've got it. I'm ready.
Okay, I don't. I closed it immediately as soon as it was done.
Actually, it's a spinning wheel of death. So hold on.
Did we break it? Hold on. Let's see if we can pull it up. Okay, everyone pull up on YouTube.
Oh. Go from the beginning.
I keep getting ads for Sing.
The beginning.
The movie Sing. I'm like, I do really like the Sing movie, but I would really just like to watch All Too Well.
Yeah.
That would be my preference. Sing 2, coming this Christmas. All right.
1.2 million views.
We're watching it together. Are y'all ready? I want to get some yeses in the chat so we can all synchronize a little countdown together. Yeah, we'll wait. Don't worry. We're not rushing. Try not to cry challenge. Okay, this is officially a try not to cry challenge. And we'll all fail. I didn't cry the first time because I was in shock. It takes a lot for me to cry watching something for the first time. I'll cry like 10 times into watching it.
I will cry the first time and then never again.
Yeah. Opposites. Let's sob again.
I did cry. No tears fell, but could have happened if I wasn't in so much shock.
Yeah. I really appreciate that we had very synchronized gasps throughout it. That was like very wonderful, I think. All right. We're getting ready. We're going to start when the clock hits. We might all have different times, but probably not. We're going to do it for me, it's 8:41. So when it's 8:43, so in 2 minutes, we'll hit play. How's that sound? That way everyone has time. It can give some thumbs up in the chat when you have it open, and then we'll rewatch it together. Oh my God.
Mickey Mouse got from that
very first week. I like how they made the scarf red because in real life, the scarf wasn't red. But
But that was the merch scarf.
It was. Good catch. Good catch.
I only know that because Melody wore it to my thesis presentation yesterday.
You got it in the mail that fast? Queen.
No, I think it was the original one.
Oh, from years ago?
Yeah.
What?
The OG.
Okay. Ready to go, everybody? Not ready yet. Okay, we'll wait.
We still have a minute.
Oh, Dylan O'Brien tweeted something nice. What did Dylan O'Brien tweet? Hold on, I'm pulling it up.
He tweeted casually cruel in the name of being honest at some point.
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
Oh my god, we didn't even talk about Secret Invasion. I'm so excited for Secret Invasion.
Yeah.
I've been so excited about Secret Invasion.
Yeah.
I love secrets. And
invasions? Probably not.
Not necessarily.
Less fond of the invasion front. Okay.
But I like the scrolls and I like that's just it's trending on Twitter. That's the only reason I said it.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Still 6:42.
We're gonna count down from 13 and we're gonna hit play.
Oh, 6:43. Okay.
Ready? Okay. 13, 12, 11. Hit play on the All Too Well short film. That's what we're doing. Okay. Ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hit play right now. Okay. And we're going to talk over this version. We're actually going to
Oh, I got to get to full screen. Okay.
Love is so short, forgetting is so long.
This immediately makes me uncomfortable.
Right. And it's funny because it's like supposed to be like, if it was anyone else in any other context, you'd be like, oh, that's so cute.
She's a child.
Yeah. Hopefully, if anyone's getting feedback, can you let us know?
Mine's playing through my headphones.
Yeah, me too. I just want to make sure it's not going through to anybody on YouTube and Twitch. I have mine playing over here.
I do want to live in this house.
Yeah, this is a great house. I'd really like to, I don't want to know where it is, but I'd like to know just who designed it. What was the inspo board? I would do anything to see Taylor Swift's Pinterest boards.
Is there any comparison to that house and Maggie Gyllenhaal's house in the Architectural Digest video? Because she does a tour of her house.
Pulling it up right now. Oh, Emily spotted an Easter egg. Call it out, Emily. Let's see it.
Autumn leaves falling down like pieces into place.
Okay, I'm watching it on mute. Their Brooklyn house. The car is a 1989 Mercedes, and I think she had confirmed that in a TikTok comment earlier this week. Okay, hold on. Oh, yes.
Yeah?
Yes. I will put the link. I cannot show y'all or else we'll get banned, but I will put the link in the comments. The fireplace is very... That was a great call out.
Thank you.
Big bookshelves, kind of like cream walls. Okay, I'm trying to find the kitchen. Piano. Oh, here we go. The lake scene. I like this little lake moment. I mean, I don't like it, but it's well done.
Oh, yeah.
I also really appreciate that they have the wired headphones. You know, it's like it was 2012.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what the dining room looks like. I'm sure it's not meant to be Maggie Gyllenhaal's house, but...
The title, First Crack of Glass, I really thought he was going to throw a wine glass. But he didn't.
I wonder if all of the...
Which is almost worse, because it's more tension without a release.
I wonder if all the titles are Easter eggs for future songs that we don't know yet.
The way he doesn't even aim it at her hands. He
throws it down.
Intentionally throws it on the ground.
It's like misogynistic.
But
Here we
fuck
go.
the
Okay,
patriarchy.
Dylan O'Brien's big moment. This is like scary accurate. It's so.
It's
look,
so.
Look at the eyes.
It's and his like nostril flares.
Yeah, it's the.
Oh my god! And a 2012 phone, like era iPhone.
Okay, here we go. Big fight scene, everybody. How we feeling?
I really like her hair.
We really have to nail down, like, I do like what you said earlier. Whoever, I don't know who said it, but shake it off.
It is.
She even sounds like Taylor to me.
Yeah.
And they have him blurry in the background, not even in focus.
The amount of times he swears is like too much. Like,
yeah,
it's completely natural, but within the situation, it would scare me.
Yeah. Where's the dish soap?
They're just rinsing. They're not washing.
True. So the focus did go back to him for a second.
I hate that. That's so manipulative.
The jaw is incredible.
The fact that he's like comforting her, but he's also literally restraining her.
These are red flags, people.
He's not apologizing. He's like taunting
That's
her.
literally not an apology.
That's not an apology.
But when you're 20,
He's not sorry.
When you're 20, like, of course
Yeah.
you would believe that. Is it not? I wasn't to dig at anyone that's 20. I just mean like when I was 20.
Yeah. Man, I was an idiot when I was 20.
Mm-hmm. 20s are weird, man. Oh, this scene just takes me out. Not in a good way.
Mm-mm.
But I cannot wait. People are going to put this all over edit TikTok in romanticizing like healthy relationships and goals and stuff. Just watch. They're going to do it. Like, oh, Lily and James. Like, oh, like.
Oh, they are. Oh, they are. Oh.
Couldn't you see this on 2012 Tumblr? This is like 2012 Tumblr aesthetic.
100%. The like film reel. Yeah, 100%. The thing about Nothing New that gets me is how can you know everything at 18 and nothing at 22 is 100% true. And that's like part of this too. Like I truly believed I knew everything when I was 18, but by the time I was like 19, 20, I was like, oh, I'm an idiot. I don't know what I'm doing.
Where are they? It looks like they're in a closet or a very small. I think it's a closet.
Like an apartment. I don't think it's a closet.
They break up in the closet.
No, I think they're built-in shelves.
Like I have a comment on my TikTok. Who is he yelling at on the phone in the scene where he throws the keys?
Yeah.
I have no idea who he's yelling at.
Did Jake Gyllenhaal have a really career upset in 2012? I feel like he's yelling at an agent.
Yeah. I want to know what this party is because I feel like it could be the Met, but no one's dressed for it. Like, it's too casual. But, like, where else would Taylor Swift go on her own? This looks like it could be the Met. Did she go to the Met in 2012, 2013?
No. It looks like, yeah, like some art something.
But, like, Anne Hathaway was there.
It was probably like...
Okay, there. Hold on, here's the dad. What is he from? Oh, he's from something.
Okay, hold on.
Sorry, I'm like saying way too many things at once here. Who got cast to be the extras in this scene? I'd like to know. Where was my invite?
All Too Well, a short film.
Alexis saying the feeling is that he was yelling at an agent or a publicist. They were upset being photographed together and the people were talking about the two of them. Oh, so you think he was yelling about like the publicity they were getting? That's brilliant.
Oh.
And that's why he looked to her. That's really good.
Yeah. There's no casting information available on the internet. We have to wait for the credits.
Do a hard pause when we get to the credits so we can read it properly.
Walk Home Alone.
Sadie's so brilliant. She's so smart for making this film. Oh my God. So there's cards in that scene, and Taylor has a deck of cards on her merch store right now. And somebody posted a TikTok, I can't remember who, saying that National Playing Card Day is December 28th. So maybe there's an announcement coming on December 28th. Also, Spider-Man kiss. Is Taylor Swift going to be in No Way Home? Is Taylor Swift going to be in No Way Home?
Jake Gyllenhaal was in Far From Home. Elizabeth.
I've been called out. I've been called out.
She went to the 2011 and the 2013 Met Galas.
Could have been the 2013 Met Gala. Was Anne Hathaway at the 2013 Met Gala?
Oh my God, hold on.
She is
wearing, she wore black.
To the Met Gala in 2013.
Yes.
Brilliant. I'm in Germany and it's 2 a.m. here. You go, bestie.
Oh, she did.
2013 Met Gala confirmed. I want to know about this book. Is this a book that we're going to get? I would like that book very much.
I think it's like the thing where people like write a like semi-autobiographical story and they change themselves from being like an actor to a writer. It's like instead of writing the song All Too Well, she wrote the book All Too Well.
Yep. Like, who are these extras? I need the cover of this book in HD. This kills me. Go away. You are not invited to the party.
Jesus.
You know in Betty when it's like, so I showed up at your party. He took that so literally and like we didn't ask him to.
Please don't. Actually, please leave.
Mm-hmm. What friend, this is a comment from YouTube from Claw135, what friend wouldn't tell them that they're toxic? Enabling friends. Enabling friends that see themselves in the behavior.
Friends that are 10 years older than your partner who don't like your partner to begin with.
My tone is not directed at your comment. My tone is directed at enabling friends are not my favorite.
Okay. Director of photography. The additional actors are later in the credits. Hold on.
Okay.
We're going to figure this out.
We're going to figure this out, y'all. We're on it. Who played the dad in the music video? He's an actor that we know.
Okay. Her dad. Sean. Sean, I know this.
Sean
Levy. Know who this is.
Sean Levy.
He's Canadian.
He is Canadian. He's a director. Directed Cheaper by the Dozen, Night at the Museum. He was the director of Stranger Things. Oh. Yeah, he's the director of Stranger Things, so that's kind of interesting.
Oh, he directed Free Guy. Maybe that's where I saw him because I watched a lot of promotion for Free Guy.
His acting debut is in Zombie Nightmare. He was on Beverly Hills 90210 and 30 Rock.
Oh, he's in some of my favorite films. Big Fat Liar, Cheaper by the Dozen, Cheaper by the Dozen 2, and Night at the Museum, Battle of the Smithsonian.
Brilliant.
Sir.
Well, that makes it make sense. The Stranger Things is probably the connection that got him into it, though, right? That's interesting. Him playing Sadie's dad.
I think it would probably be Free Guy because of Blake and Ryan.
Yeah, it could be both.
I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, we have Miss Catherine Mora here to join the party. Can I add you into the stream? Are you ready to go? I think so. Yes. Hello.
Yes. Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
We are reeling from this Taylor Swift short film that just premiered. Did you watch it?
I haven't. I know that's like I came here totally unprepared. I don't know, like, because I've been seeing like all over TikTok, like obviously I know like Taylor's version of Red just came out and everything is like taking over everything. I'm like, I'm not that deep into Swift talk, and I'm like, I feel so behind.
No, you're so valid. Listen, we all become Taylor Swift deep divers into the Easter eggs on our own pace and time. So certainly we can help catch you up should you ever want to dive deep down the rabbit hole.
Yes, that would be great.
But I just want to thank everyone who's been hanging out with us for the past hour as we watch the All Too Well film premiere on YouTube. It's been so fun. Missa, you have a long night of Shang-Chi ahead of you and relaxing. So I will bid you adieu for the evening. Everyone, make sure you're following Missa Bopissa on TikTok. And Catherine, if you want to start a TikTok live, we can add you as a co-host so everyone can see what's going on.
I'm going to leave this. Bye, everybody on YouTube and Twitch.
Bye-bye. Yes, she's still here on TikTok. Come hang out on Producer Liz. Thanks for hanging out, Marissa. I'll talk to you later. Okay. I always get so confused when I have two streams going because I hear two different things happening. I'm like, what's going on? But I'll talk to you later. Bye, Marissa. And if you go live, we'll get you.
I'm ready to go.
I got you. I'm inviting you to come hang out.
Accept.
Hey, there we go. No, it's going to put me on full blast on your phone. So just make sure you turn down your volume on your phone so we don't get a weird echo going. Beautiful. I'm so glad you're here. So for those of you watching who might not know what's going on, every week we are interviewing different TikTok creators, getting to know them, the behind the scenes of all of the magic that they make happen on their TikTok feeds. And Miss Catherine Mora was one of the very first creators that I even found on MCU TikTok and was like, oh my God, like I love this community so much. So I'm so excited that you're here and that we can talk about how brilliant you are and all of your content. Thanks so much for coming on the show.
Oh yes, thank you so much for having me. I'm glad we're finally able to do this. I'm very excited.
Right? It's so much fun finally getting to like talk to people face to face a little bit because you watch someone's content for so long and like you see them on Instagram and like all these places and then you're like, oh my God, but you're like also a cool like real person like in real life too. And I want to say you're wearing your merch. So let's like start there. Plug the sweater. Let's plug the store real quick. I'll put you full screen. Let the people know.
Thank you. Yes, I will. I was like, well, if I'm gonna go on Stark Red, well, because the thing was, I was like, okay, with Taylor Swift's Red coming out, I was like, I should maybe wear something red. But I was like, if I'm going on Stark Radio, I should probably wear something, Stark. So here we are. This is the Stark University sweater, and it is like the best selling thing I have on my store, United Fandom, and it's a lot of just like kind of subtle but still fun, MCU merch. We have, university sweaters. So they're like sweaters that are like based on the characters, but inspired by like Ivy League University logos. And there's like a holiday collection out right now. There's another collection coming out like early December that I'm like really excited about. You're getting like first details.
This is an exclusive to Stark Radio. There's more coming. I love your holiday collection. It's so smart. I love that your designs are like minimalist and so smart. Like it's not like sometimes, I find when you look at official merch, it's like a lot going on.
It's a lot.
I really love that you kind of have like a collegiate look, sometimes a minimalist look. It's super like clean looking. I love your Wanda designs that you have, like the Maximoff. Yeah. Is it Maximoff University or Maximoff? Yeah, like so good. So clever.
Thank you. Thank
you. Make sure to go shop. United, what's it called? I'll put the
United Fandom. UnitedFandom.com.
Fandom.com. I'm putting it in the chat for everyone on YouTube and Twitch so y'all can go find it after the conversation. I want to talk about like your merch and like this whole process of creating and branding and everything that you're doing with your account. But like let's rewind time and go back to the beginnings of all of this. When did you join TikTok and decide to start making content, and how did you find your way to the MCU community? Have you always been a Marvel fan, or is this like a new love that you found with this community?
So I have been a Marvel fan since around 2012. So like right after the Avengers film came out, I had seen the other Marvel movies before, but I was always more of like a DC girl growing up. So I didn't realize that like these characters like actually connected with each other and like they were doing this whole universe thing. And when I saw the Avengers, I was like hooked. And it was like when Captain America: The Winter Soldier came out, that's when I was like die hard, like this Marvel became my life essentially.
I love it.
And it's been a ride. It's been quite a ride since then. But yeah, no, I joined TikTok like summer 2019. It's funny, like Gary V of all, I don't know if you know who that is.
I know Gary V
of all people was like who convinced me to join TikTok in the first place.
And what was the advice that Gary gave that kind of stuck with you?
So he was just kind of like, he was somebody like, if you want to be a content creator, if you want to like make content and like, build a community, it's always better. Like if you can get in on someplace early, like it's much harder to build an audience and like build a community like on Instagram, Twitter, or YouTube, because they're so oversaturated. It's so true. But he's like, TikTok, it's brand new. And he's like, I'm telling you guys, like, how he gets, he's like, I'm telling you, like in a year, it's going to blow up, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. And he was right. Because, we hit a pandemic and then everybody was downloading TikTok because there was nothing else to do.
Yep, absolutely. Yes. And you at that point, like when I followed you, I don't even know if you had hit 100,000 followers, and now you're at almost 250,000 followers, I think.
We're getting
and
there.
You're at the tens of millions of likes mark, which is incredible. So at what point did you realize like, oh my God, like I actually have something here. Like people are loving what I'm doing. There's a community forming around this.
Well, so when I joined, I wasn't immediately doing Marvel content. I was just kind of trying to figure out, because TikTok was still very new. I feel like everybody was kind of trying to figure out what to do, like besides the dances and things like that.
Right on.
And I stumbled across a lot of cosplayers, like, like Taya Miller, Jordan Johnson, it's Tyreek. I found like a lot of their content. I was like, this is awesome. Like, seeing them do, like, they would do like skits sometimes and like the transition videos and everything. And I wasn't big into cosplay back then. Like I would do it for conventions, but not like as a regular thing. And I was like, I don't have cosplays, I can't really make content because what, me and my regular clothes compared to those people and their awesome outfits and everything. But one day I got inspiration. It was this audio, it's like the Windows shutdown
Yes.
audio.
Yeah.
Yes. And I was like, yes. And it's basically, so I immediately came up with this idea to have like Vision dying like he did in Infinity War. And, you know, Wanda's crying and they're just like, oh God. And then Peter Parker walks in and is like, did you try sticking him in rice? It's still one of my favorite videos that I've done, and it did really well. And I was like, oh, I can actually make content without having to like cosplay and stuff.
Yeah.
And I just started, you know, making random little things that made me laugh about the Marvel characters. That was really kind of what it was. It was like, because we were just off of, you know, Spider-Man Far From Home, and there was no new content coming out for a while. It's like, you know, I miss Tony, I miss Natasha, I miss all these characters. I just want to laugh a little bit. And I think that the Marvel fans on TikTok resonated with that, you know, kind of attitude that they just kind of wanted. It was a hard year for all of us.
We needed something to kind of like get us through that gap in time where we got nothing. And then we kind of got this overload of content over the course of this year. Yeah. How did you make the switch from nothing to go off of to everything to go off of?
Well, it's kind of been easier, I would say, because it's, you know, I have more or less new stuff to work with every single week. And you know, I will say sometimes it can be a little too overwhelming, because then it's like, well, you know, you don't want to spoil things for people just yet. And you also, you know, I still have an attachment to, like, you know, the original 6 Avengers, because that's where I started. And it's like kind of hard to let go of that and adapt to like the new cast and everything. But, you know, it's a learning process. It's, you know, you change and you grow as you start liking new characters, and like time passes and you can like start saying things without spoiling things. Like, I don't know if I can really post a lot of Eternals content for like another month or so, because I don't want to risk ruining it for everyone.
Yep. Especially where some places are like in shutdown, you can't go to a movie theater, and some places you can go to a movie theater, and you know, it's all kind of, everyone's having a different experience right now. At least now like Shang-Chi's on Disney Plus. So I feel like, okay, we could actually like start discussing that movie. That's a bit more like open access to it. But even that movie came out a long time ago now. So I want to say hello to everyone watching on TikTok. I know a lot of people just joined my live. If you don't know what's happening, this is our weekly interview show where we talk to different Marvel creators and talk about how brilliant they are in their content and their journey through TikTok. And we're also live over on YouTube and Twitch. So if you go to producer Liz on my profile, you can come right to this live from the link in my bio. It'll take you to my link tree. You'll see how to get here. And you can come hang out with us on YouTube and Twitch as well. Hello everybody watching on TikTok as well.
Hello.
So one piece of your content that I think you really nail is your cosplays. So it's really interesting to hear how like you kind of, it's a journey that you've been on, right? Because like your Wanda cosplay is nailed down. Like you have it on lock. It's your display photo on TikTok. Like it is done. And you went to New York Comic Con. And I want to hear all about your Comic-Con experience, but specifically you made a video of you and other people in Wanda cosplay all doing like the poses together. And that was so powerful to see so many of you kind of doing this badass, like girl boss kind of cosplay energy together. How did that cosplay come together? How do you feel when you wear it? And what was that moment like when you saw so many other people and you were able to connect with so many people around that character in that moment?
Yeah, well, so the Wanda cosplay was actually a gift from Mom. My mom was like,
shout out Mom.
I know. So I think, if I'm remembering the timeline correctly, I had just hit 200K or was about to hit 200K. So it was kind of like a gift from my mom, like, here, like, you know, you really like the costume and you're almost at 200K, like, you know, do some cosplay, like you deserve this. I was like, thank you, Mom.
I love that.
But the moment, like when I opened the package, I remember being like, oh my God, it's so beautiful. And then when I put it on, I was like, I look so pretty. I feel like so like pretty and powerful, and I'm like, this is like a great combination to feel right now when I wear that.
Yeah, absolutely. And you look powerful and you look beautiful wearing it. Like I think there's something to be said for like how much an outfit like that can bring out in a person, right? And like seeing like Wanda on the screen being like girl boss badass energy, and then like having a piece of it for yourself to have and to feel the power through. Like, I think there's really something to that that's so special.
Yeah. No, and the thing about it too is that, especially compared to like her previous costumes as Scarlet Witch, it's like not revealing, but
Mhm.
she still looks so amazing in it. And I feel like that's one of the reasons like why it's one of my favorite costumes that she's
Mhm.
worn is because, you know, it's not about, you know, her body or anything. It's about her power and like her inner, like
Yeah.
who she is and
Yeah.
like the journey that she's had so far. So that's one of the reasons why I'm like, when I wear it, I'm like, this is like really awesome. Like, I know, like,
Yeah.
especially when WandaVision came out, we were all kind of like doing the hand thing. And
Yeah.
I'm telling you, like, when I'm wearing the gloves, I'm just all the time, just
All
like,
the time. Yeah. Practicing in the mirror, like
yeah.
doing the poses. I love it. I was really loving the trend recently when people were just like doing the hand motions and then other
Yeah.
people were editing for
Yes.
them. I didn't have the nerve to do it myself, but I was really loving watching everyone else have their like Wanda dreams come true. It was so cool. And you also have a Kate Bishop cosplay, which
Yes.
is freaking incredible. You look like Kate Bishop when you're wearing that. I'm like, Haley Steinfeld better be like shaking in her boots because like we have a new Kate like ready to walk
Oh
the
my
streets.
God. You're too sweet. You're too
I'm
sweet.
so serious though. You literally nail it, and I'm so excited to see kind of like what's coming for Kate in the MCU. But like, how did that look
Mhm.
come together? How did that? What draws you to that character, and then how did the look kind of assemble itself?
So I will say I kind of always had this love for archery. Like I wanted to take archery lessons when I was younger. Part of that may or may not have had to do with the Hunger Games more
Yes,
than
big Katniss
Hawkeye, I will
energy,
say.
yes.
Yes. Yes. And I had read the Matt Fraction Hawkeye comments and I
Mhm.
just loved Kate Bishop in it so much. Like she's
Totally.
just so great. And seeing her in the trailer, I was like, this is, you know, I feel like we're finally getting in Clint Barton too, like getting these characters to like where they need to be and like introducing Kate Bishop. I feel like it's kind of cool that like introducing her is like what brings the Hawkeye character to like the comic level that we've all kind of been waiting for.
Totally.
And so I was like looking online and I found this cosplay. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna bite the bullet,
Bite the
spend my
bullet
money.
and
I'm
do
gonna
it.
do it. I'm gonna get it.
Yep.
And I got it. I'm like, yeah, this is great. This is nice. I'm actually trying at some point to like hopefully get out to New York City like with the cosplay and like do some photos because like
Yes.
it's almost Christmas time. Like, you know, there's gonna have the
Absolutely.
decorations up everywhere. So it's gonna be very like on time and on point with the Hawkeye series coming out. So I was like, this needs to happen.
I love it. I love it. So I have to ask, if you're
Yes.
going to New York, are we going
Mhm.
to get a reunion of the best trio on TikTok? Because I followed your adventures when you and Jess, and I'm forgetting, oh my God,
Is Maddie
and the three of you
yeah.
were together, and it was so iconic, all the different series and what you filmed together. Could we have a reunion coming up? Some collaborations of new content perhaps in the future?
Not in the future,
the
yes, but in the
future.
very far future, we're all very split up right now. Like we're just in
Geographically.
different parts of the country right now. So it's not gonna happen for a while, unfortunately. We've been talking about it and we really wanna, you know, get back together and hang out. So in the future, but unfortunately not the
Not
close
anytime
future.
soon. Well,
Not the
shout
near
out to
future.
them, Jess and
Yes,
Maddie.
we
Also
love
great
Jess and Maddie.
creators. Let's talk about that friendship because I feel like that's something so neat when you see TikTokers and you realize, oh, they're actually friends. Like there's actually like a real relationship happening here. And it's really interesting to see when people get together in person and make content together. So like how did those friendships come about and like your friendships in general on TikTok? What has it been like to be a creator and meet so many other cool folks?
Yeah, so I will say this, like Jess was like my first like TikTok friend.
Love
Like
it.
I'd always been like kind of reserved and like kind of held back, you know, talking to people online. And I think it was I don't know if you know Hannah Alsop. Like
Yes.
yes.
Yeah.
So she tagged us both in a video saying
I think
like
she was
we were,
here.
like,
Hold on. I think she was here watching the live. So I
Was
just want to
she?
say at one point I saw her pop in. So let's just say hello if you're still
Hi.
here. Okay, continue.
I think it was Hannah. She tagged both Jess and I in a video saying like we were like two of her favorite creators.
I love that.
And like for some reason, somehow, Jess had like never popped on my For You page. And so I'm like going through her account. I'm like, this girl, like this content is amazing. Like
Where have
TikTok's
you
been holding
been?
out on me. Where have you been all my life? So we just, you know, we followed each other and we started talking and we like just instantly clicked. Like it was like kind of scary, like how fast we became friends. Like it was just like overnight, and
yeah.
we realized we had so much in common. That was like part of the thing, like literally, like we actually have a list like saved in our phone, like we share the notes of like everything that we have in common. It's
I love
like,
that. That's
it just
so
keeps growing
wholesome.
all the time.
And you made this incredible video with the Stranger Things audio of Dustin and Steve in the ice cream shop, and it's like you and Jess at the front door. And I feel like that must feel, at least to an outsider, it felt like a really good summary of like what it's like to meet people in person, right? Like, are they here? Where are they? Like, this is my best friend. Like, I would like to be with them immediately. It must have been so fun to film and be together.
It really was. Like, so I actually didn't meet like we that like wasn't when we like met for the first time. We actually met for the first time. Jess and Maddie had picked me up together at the train station. I took the Amtrak from New York to Boston, and they picked me up over there. And it's funny because, you know, we'd never seen each other in person. So I was expecting Maddie to be like shorter and Jess to be much taller than they actually were. And, you know, with the masks on and everything, I'm like, not entirely sure who I'm looking for. Like, I don't recognize just the half of their faces, but we found each other, and it was like, you know, dropping the bags on the floor, and we're just standing there like in the middle of like all this like pedestrian traffic, just hugging each other. It was just like so, like just a wholesome, like very happy memory. And, you know, we just started, you know, walking about and hanging out, you know, catching up and everything, and just making this content. Like, we like in the middle, I don't even know where, because I'm not that familiar with Boston, but like just in the middle, like by the harbor, I'm assuming we were filming doing like the audio of like, I'm only gonna ask you this one time, where's Gamora? Just doing that like just in the middle of Boston. It's great because, you know, it's like we're all creators, so like we kind of understand. It's different, like with my friends who aren't creators, because they're kind of like,
this is the audio, this is the setup, this is
like what we're doing. Like, it's like, oh, this is a little embarrassing, or it's like, oh, I don't totally get like what we're trying to do here. I was like, don't worry about it, But like, you know, with Jess and Maddie, like they get it, and we have, you know, so much fun together. So we laughed so much. It was so hard. That's why it kind of like came out as bad as it did, because we were just laughing the whole time.
That was the beauty of it, though. Like, actually seeing that it wasn't just like a produced moment. It was like, oh, we're gonna have fun, and we're gonna do this right here. And one video that you and Jess filmed together that like I think did really well was when you were both dressed maybe as like Tony and Peter or Wanda or something, and you were dancing with a green screen.
Oh yes.
And that video did really well, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
I loved it. It was so funny. And I love that about TikTok. Like, you can put so much effort into some videos, like hours of thought and prep and whatever. And the video does like okay or like somewhat well. But then like sometimes it's a really funny video, like Don't Be Suspicious, and it's just like a little bit on the sillier side. And those are the videos that get a lot of traction. Have you been surprised over your journey as a creator of like what your audience has responded to and like what's done really well versus some of the things that maybe you're more passionate about and you would love to do more of, but the algorithm seems to like do you dirty on?
Well, so there was a time where I was doing like just here and there, like some Game of Thrones content. Like, I kind of wanted to start expanding like my content to like from just Marvel to like a little bit of Star Wars, a little bit of Game of Thrones, you know, trying to see. And like Game of Thrones talk was like dead. Like, there's nothing there. Like, I don't know if it'll come to life a little more now that Richard Madden and Kit Harington are in the MCU. It's possible. I'm kind of having, you know, crossing my fingers. But that was like one scenario. And then there's been a few things where it's like I get so excited about this idea and I'm filming it, and like sometimes, you know, it'll include like costume changes and everything, and I post it and like nothing. But then there's another one that's like I feel like I'm like not all put together, and it was just kind of like a half-baked idea, and people love it. I'm like, okay, like
great.
Like enjoy the entertainment. Yes.
Yeah, I feel that sometimes it's speed over quality, right? So you want to be speedy with how you get something out and care less about how you look. At least for me, that's been my life these past 2 weeks. It's like, all right, I just got to commit to doing it and getting it out there. And then when I'm looking nice, try and film a lot more or something. Again, hello to everybody on TikTok. More folks just joined my feed. If you don't know what's going on, this is our weekly interview show with Stark Radio. So Catherine's here as our guest for tonight, and we're talking all about Catherine's TikTok journey. So if you have questions, drop them in the comments and we can discuss and ask.
Yeah.
And I can't see the comments on your feed. So if you are getting questions, feel free to just shout them out as we go here. But hello to everyone watching. We're live on YouTube and Twitch as well. So if you go to my bio, you can join us there if you'd like. But feel free to hang out on TikTok. We'll be here for a little while talking all about content and Marvel. I am really interested to hear your thoughts on this Kit Harington, Richard Madden scenario as a Game of Thrones fan. And I'm a Game of Thrones fan as well. What are you thinking about this whole in the MCU? Like, I don't know, when you were watching the movie, if you were thinking about Game of Thrones. I definitely was a little bit while I was watching.
A lot.
And chuckled to myself. So what are your thoughts on this whole thing?
Okay, before I continue, like, what's the policy with your show, like, with spoilers? Like, can I talk about the Eternals, or should we, like, hold back?
We'll try and keep it a little bit spoiler free. We'll go kind of vague and broad with it. Yeah.
Okay, so I will say there were a few lines. There was like one line from Kit Harington, like towards the end, that I was just like shaking my head because I was like, oh my God, like it was just like so on point with Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
There was this meme that I saw. I don't know if it counts as a meme, but so in like the second episode of Game of Thrones, where like Robb Stark tells Jon Snow, like, next time I see you, you'll be all in black. And then they show Kit Harington like in the Eternals dressed all in black. I'm like, God bless. Like,
That's
finally.
also an Easter egg that I caught. I was like, okay, and we're in the multiverse now, right? So I'm like, could this be
in some alternate reality
of each other?
Yes.
Like,
yes, 100%. Like, let me not spoil things, but yes, 100%. I think you know what I'm like thinking of too. Yes. But so like as a rule in general, when it comes to like franchises, I'm kind of against having known actors be part of that, just because, like, for example, with Kit Harington and Richard Madden, I'm watching them and I'm thinking Robb Stark and Jon Snow. With Angelina Jolie, like, it was hard for me to...
I'm just getting some feedback through my speakers. Can you try turning down your phone just a teeny tiny bit to see if it's coming from your end? I'm going to do the same on mine. If anyone's getting feedback, let us know. Okay, sorry, continue. I just wanted to fix
no
that.
worries. No, what I was saying, like, Angelina Jolie, like, I was having a hard time seeing Thena. Like, I was really just seeing Angelina Jolie, like, in a costume. Like, you know, nothing against her. It's just, you know, I miss when Marvel was sticking to like the unknown actors, because then it's like we could really embrace these characters as characters rather than, you know, oh, this actor playing this character. But, you know, that's Hollywood, and I get that. But overall, I think the cast have like a really great vibe together, and it'll be interesting to see like what they do with certain characters moving forward. And that is all I will say, because I'm scared I will accidentally release a spoiler.
They definitely very close to the sun in this movie, and I'm interested to see how they address it moving forward. Maybe that's all I'll say about that. Of the projects that have come out this year, let's talk about the movies, and we'll talk about the shows, but which of the movies that have come out this year is kind of at the top of your list right now?
I would say it's probably, and I feel like not bad saying this, but like I feel like it's cheating saying this because it's only been 3 movies so far, but it's a tie for first place for me between Black Widow and Shang-Chi. I'm very excited that Shang-Chi is out on Disney Plus, because that means I can watch it again. But just, I feel like Black Widow was a good send-off for Natasha, like, you know, especially everything that happened with Disney and the lawsuit. I don't think she's coming back, if that was ever a plan at all to bring her back. But overall, I think it was like a good send-off for her and a great introduction for Yelena. And Shang-Chi, just in general, is just so good. Like, the fight scenes are probably like some of the best in the entire MCU. And cinematography was amazing. The music was amazing. And the characters, like, for example, like Awkwafina, for example, like, that was a scenario where I didn't mind so much that it was like a known actress being cast for the role, because she just did it so well. She was like, she's like one of those actresses who's like able to like break out of like, you know, I'm Awkwafina and like bring everything she has to the role. So, you know, kudos to her.
Same with Tony. I felt the same about his performance. I was like, oh my God, like I feel like I've seen him in so many things. How can I like put him in this role? And I was like, oh no. I had no reason to be worried about this. He did his job. Chef's kiss.
Like,
so
they all understood the assignment.
They all understood the assignment. I agree completely. No, I love it. And Eternals would fall below them on the list.
Yes, I did enjoy Eternals. I don't think it definitely does not deserve all the hate that it's getting.
Yeah,
I don't know
I
why
agree.
people are hating on it so much. Like, I kind of get it because it's not your typical Marvel movie. It doesn't have that typical Marvel movie vibe. But if you look at Phase 4 as a whole, it has not had like the Marvel vibe overall.
Yeah,
They're moving in
absolutely.
a different direction,
Absolutely.
and I think some of the fans like haven't they either don't wanna accept that or haven't fully grasped the idea.
Yeah.
But I feel like after Endgame, they think, okay, we need to raise the bar, and they're going for it.
They are, in every sense of the word, the stakes are so different. The universes are so different. They literally said, we're going to give you an infinite number of universes to consider in your theories. Now have fun. And I think like that's a perfect transition to the shows. Which of the shows are kind of like ranking on your list right now?
I'd say
WandaVision must be up there.
Yes. I'm actually going to say like, in the order that they were released is the order of how much I enjoyed them.
That's fair. That's very
like,
valid.
WandaVision was amazing. My only issue with it was the whole Evan Peters, like Ralph Boner situation. I have such a bone to pick with Marvel about that if they do not fix it in Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah, for real.
I still have a little bit of hope, a little bit.
I have a lot of thoughts about that movie. Maybe we'll talk about the upcoming projects in a few minutes. But yeah, WandaVision, top of your list. Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I've been wanting a Sam and Bucky like road trip show movie for so long, and we finally got it.
Finally got it, and they did a great job with it in a lot of senses. I wish that we could have experienced it without some of the disappointing conversations online about it. I feel like rewatching it, I had a much better experience than the first time watching it through. But no, it was a wonderful show. Especially following WandaVision, it was nice to have something so different, like hard to compare the two.
It was, the thing was like, and I feel like Marvel's been doing this a lot with Phase 4. They have like all these different levels of things going on. You know, you got your like multiverse stuff, you got your cosmic stuff, but they still have their ground level stuff. And I know Hawkeye is going to be part of that. And I appreciate that because that's what Marvel started as. Like, you know, Tony Stark was very grounded. It was like stuff that we know and like deal with not personally deal with, but like understand, like, you know, terrorists, business, you know, personal betrayal. And the Falcon and the Winter Soldier was very much, you know, like the everyday struggle of, you know, of people around the world. So I think going from like, you know, the whole magic multiverse idea to like something more grounded worked for them. It's interesting when you think about like, because that wasn't the original release plan. The Falcon and the Winter Soldier was supposed to come out first, and WandaVision wasn't supposed to come out till like a week before Doctor Strange or something like that. So watching them like rework everything is like, you know, kudos to Marvel because they're making it work. It was a mess, but they got it to work.
They're really figuring it out, and it's exciting to see kind of what's coming. And we talked about Hawkeye. Spider-Man's around the corner. Multiverse of Madness is around the corner. It was Disney Plus Day. We got to look at a bunch of the projects coming up. What are you excited about? Especially thinking about how long you've been a part of this fan community. Like, what are the storylines and the avenues and the characters that you're excited to kind of dive into next?
So besides, you know, I'm excited for Hawkeye, I really am, but my main focus really is on Spider-Man No Way Home. I have been theorizing and talking about this since like early 2020. Like there was a podcast episode I did like in early 2020, like talking about all the potential things. Like I mentioned, like the possibility of the Sinister Six, like Daredevil, like all these cameos that could happen, and like hearing these rumors and like everything that like could potentially be true. I'm like, you know, go past Catherine, like pat on the back to her because she saw this coming. Like I truly like one of my favorite, I would say like my favorite all-time Marvel show was Daredevil. Like it was my absolute favorite Marvel show. And I know it's like it's like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. It's like still up in the air, like whether it's officially part of the MCU or not, or if it's considered like an alternate timeline part of the MCU. But if they can bring back Charlie Cox as Matt Murdock / Daredevil and Vincent D'Onofrio as Kingpin, I would be so happy.
That's
like,
your moment.
Recast. Yes.
That's
like
your
they
Joker.
Can recast everyone else. But let me have Matt Murdock and Kingpin, Wilson Fisk, like, and we'll be good.
So that will be your Joker moment. So we'll circle back with you if and when we hear anything happening regarding that. And I hope we get content on your page regarding it as well as we go and as we get closer. They did announce there's also going to be a Spider-Man show
Yes.
coming to Disney Plus, which seems super
Yeah.
interesting. Did you get a chance to look at the announcements today of what's coming next, or however you would want to look at it?
Yeah, no, I was looking through all of that, and it's a lot. Like Moon Knight, like everything that's coming out. I'm like, okay, wow. I'm a little surprised that Miss Marvel's being pushed to next summer, especially when it's supposed to come out later this year. So I'm wondering like if that has anything to do with like the Marvels like being pushed back, like if there's like storyline conflicts going on that they have to fix. I don't know. But that was definitely probably the biggest surprise of the
I
day.
agree. Yeah.
But it'll be interesting to see what they do with the Spider-Man animated show, because like in What If, Tom Holland wasn't voicing Peter Parker, and we don't know what's going to happen to him after No Way Home. Like,
Yeah.
who knows?
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see like if it's going to remain like Tom Holland's Peter Parker, even if it's somebody else voicing it, or if it's just
Something
we're
completely
trying to keep
new.
Spider-Man as much as we can, you know.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Especially
Yeah.
with the context of everything happening with Sony right now and Marvel. It's like a very interesting twist and how they're going to do a Spider-Man specific show. I know for me, I am looking forward to Moon Knight, Mr. Oscar Isaac, a little Oscar Isaac in the MCU, never heard anybody. So I'm very much looking forward to that show. Who is your dream cast to bring in to the MCU? Like, who is someone from the world that like, if they could be brought in any capacity, you would be like, that's my casting choice. That's the one.
Well, so that goes back to my whole thing. Like, I generally prefer unknowns to be part of the franchises, because it's like, yeah, you know, I love certain actors and actresses, but when it comes to like characters that I don't know too much about, which is kind of what Marvel's doing now, they're bringing in like more obscure characters. I don't want to have any previous associations. I just want fresh faces, everything brand new. It worked for them, you know, in phase 1. And that was like a big thing with Star Wars too. Like Harrison Ford was really only kind of known, and everybody else was just, you know, brand new. So I think that's something that I wish Marvel would stick to.
Let them rise.
Just keep it on. Exactly.
I love that.
Plus, you know, on the business end, they can technically pay them less. So if they want to look at it from a money perspective, that works in their favor too.
Give them a starting point, then make them a superstar, right?
Exactly.
So if you could put yourself in the MCU, where would you put yourself at this point in time?
I want to play Catherine Mora from the comics.
What a shocking answer. Wow. Tell us more about that.
Who knew?
Yeah.
So for those of you guys who don't know, there is actually a character in the comics whose name is Catherine Mora, and she also has brown hair, brown eyes, just like me. I believe she's an astronaut, so we don't have that in common, but that's why they call it acting.
Absolutely. Yep.
Yeah, she basically, there's not a lot about her. She's not like a huge character or anything, but like she's worked with Nick Fury. So I'm like, hey, can I get a part on Secret Invasion over here, please?
Marvel, are you listening? Everyone at Marvel in the comments on TikTok, let's get them in here. No, that feels like a brilliant casting choice. Very obvious. You fit the part. You've proven your acting chops via TikTok. So it's like an audition reel.
You can say Catherine Mora as Catherine Mora in the credits.
I love that. And it's spelled the same way. Like it's a C Catherine, not a K Catherine. Like
exactly the same.
Love it.
It's meant to be.
Is that an avenue that like you would like to explore? Like, is TikTok a passion, or is it like I'd love to be acting and kind of in this world and would love to like an Emily Uribe style swoop into entertainment via TikToking and doing this kind of content?
I mean, my rule is I never rule anything out. I never rule anything out. And, you know, as a child, I loved acting. I like took acting classes and everything. But like, as I got older, it never really like became something that I wanted to pursue any further. And it's been great on TikTok being able to like kind of get that passion back. And I love making the TikToks. I love, doing the merch and everything. And this is something I could see myself doing for a very long time. And if an opportunity were to present itself where, be in the background of this movie, or like, have this small speaking role, like, 100% I would go for it. Like it's something. And then that's the thing too. Like if I go for it and I discover like it's not for me, then at least I know I took the shot and I know.
Absolutely. I love that. Don't rule any, keep all the doors open, right? And see which ones come forward. So let's talk about the merch. Is that something that you're passionate about, like design and kind of like building stores and like that line of work? Where did that passion come from? Because that's something that a lot of TikTokers, you can see the people that do it as an opportunity and the people that see it and do it because they love it and they have genuine interest in building out a brand and like a lifestyle and that kind of work. So where does all that come from for you?
So I have loved fashion forever. Like I would binge watch Project Runway, like The Devil Wears Prada is like one of my favorite movies. Like fashion in general has just been one of my loves. And, you know, I never really thought about like merging like these two passions of mine, like fandom and fashion together. And so it's been really exciting, like seeing it work and everything. Yay, there it is.
Here's some of the designs just while you're talking about it so people have reference.
Yeah. So, you know, it's just, it kind of just happened and it's been really exciting. And like anytime I see somebody like posting a picture or like, you know, sending me a DM about what they purchased and, you know, how much they love it, it just makes me smile so much. Cause like, I know I like these designs, but knowing that there's other people out there who like also love these designs just as much is like really humbling and exciting at the same time.
I think this is the sweater everybody needs going into the No Way Home. I'm super biased. I just really like the sweater in the blue. But I think this is the one. If for those of you on TikTok that don't know, we're looking at a sweater on unitedfandom.com, which is Catherine's shop. And it says Parker School of Science with a cool little spider on it. And it's black or blue for the sweater. It's very cool.
That was, so those color choices were actually inspired by like the red and blue, like the Stark suit versus like the Far From Home suit. I was like, oh wait, this is like perfect.
I love that. I love that. What are some of your favorite designs that you have up on the store? Like, I know you've done a couple different lines and iterations. You had the Halloween collection up. What's current? Let's talk about what's currently up so people can actually see and reference. But what's some of your favorite things that are up right now?
So definitely the Stark sweater, as you can see. And it's one of the best sellers on the shop too. Like people love this one, and I like feel validated because it is one of my favorites as well. The Maximoff University sweater is another favorite of mine. I love how it came out with like the colors and the design and everything, like and the runes. Like I was very excited about doing like the runes.
The attention to detail on these is really, I can't make it bigger. Anyway, it's fine. But yeah, the attention to detail here is really stunning. And you can see them all on Instagram as well. I think they're on your Instagram.
Yes, they are all on Instagram. And the for the holiday collection, the holiday picture, like any design with the holiday picture is like, I love it so much.
Yeah, you really nailed it in terms of bringing in some of like the new characters and the new energy and balancing it with some of like the classics. I think they're really neat. I haven't seen this one. It's green. It says assembled for the holidays with snow. Love that. And the Avengers A.
The Avengers A. Yep.
Yeah. So if you're looking for a Christmas sweater or you're just looking for some cute holiday themed merch, I mean, Catherine's literally got you covered. Super cute. You can also see people like Jess and Mads and Hannah, I think, all modeling some of the sweaters on their TikToks and feeds as well, which is kind of cool. So what?
Oh, and there's the ugly holiday sweater. The ugly. If you scroll down, like there it is.
Oh,
the green. Yeah, the ugly Christmas sweater.
Oh yeah, and you've got, so this is a sweater for those of you that can't see, and it's got all kinds of different Avengers things on the tree. You describe what's on this tree and what's happening here.
So it is a Christmas tree, and at the top, instead of a star, it is the Captain America shield with the star in the center, as it should be. And it's a lot of logos. We have Mjolnir, we have the Spider-Man logo, we have the 10 rings for Shang-Chi, and basically they're like ornaments just scattered all over the tree. And it's messy because that is the ugly Christmas sweater, but it's still cute enough that you can wear and feel, proud of it.
Totally. Absolutely. And it comes in red and white, which I love. Super cute. So thoughtfully done. Obsessed. It's so cool to see like someone take like the community that you've built and really identify like what resonates and what people can wear and like feel like the community is more than just like what they see online, but it's part of their day to day as well. Like when you wear a sweater, you're like, oh my God, like I log in and I see I have the same sweater as Jess and Catherine or like something from their store. And it kind of connects people in a very like literal physical sense, which I think is really special.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
you
like
have
I
a
said,
pretty,
every time.
no, you go ahead, go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, like, yeah, anytime somebody like sends me a picture like of them wearing one of the sweaters or the shirts, I'm just like, this is like I can't believe it's happening. Like it's so it's humbling and exciting. Like humbling that somebody like supports me enough and like likes my designs that they would like buy one of these things, and it's exciting because it's like, oh my god, like I designed that and somebody's wearing it.
Someone's wearing it and enjoying it. Now it's part
Yeah,
of their life. I totally hear
yeah.
you on that. Let's talk about your community, because you've built a really interesting community on TikTok where it's really fun to see like the crossover amongst like your community and like your friends and like greater MCU TikTok. And you're one of those creators that I always like, I find like connections back to, either like in the comments of videos or like, tag your favorite Marvel creators and like your name like regularly comes up. So who do you find is like in your community these days, and like how has it maybe grown or changed like as this year has really spun more and more and more Marvel content out, and content like yours has kind of become more favored and almost in demand by people on TikTok, looking for more and looking for creators to relate to?
Yeah, so it's a lot of I would say it's like an even balance of, people who have been fans for a while and people who are just kind of recently joining the fandom. And it's great to kind of be one of like those newer fans, like first exposures to the fandom, because I'm very like anti gatekeeping. I want everybody to just have a good time and just
Yes.
wholesome content and everything. That because when I started making MCU content on TikTok, I faced a lot of like pushback from like gatekeepers and everything, and I didn't take it. I might have been a little too aggressive in like my first few months on TikTok with like pushing back against the gatekeepers, but now it's just kind of like love and let love live and let live, love and let love, and all that, and being able to kind of provide that safe environment and community for the newer fans especially is it's something else, because it's not always easy, especially like on more saturated platforms
Totally.
where and now like I feel like after WandaVision and everything, like with the theories like not panning out, people got very like finger pointy and just kind of not having a good time anymore. Like it was like, we call them theories for a reason. Like we weren't expecting them to be fact. We knew they were possibilities, and people took it a little too seriously. So that's definitely not the vibe I want at all on my account. And that's, that's just, it's not okay.
And I love hearing that from creators like you, because I feel like, it really feels like when I say our side of TikTok, I mean people who seek MCU content and want to hear and be part of this community. Every day you can kind of see the divide become more and more clear in the sand of folks that are open to new and willing to accept and willing to be welcoming, not just of people, but of the ideas that Marvel's putting forward and the representation they're putting forward, and the folks that are less so. And I to go back to your earlier comment about being aggressive, like I don't think you were too aggressive like at all, because if it weren't for people like you, there wouldn't have been space for everyone else to come in. And like there's a lot of folks, and I give you credit because you're one of them that had to make a lot of noise early on and kind of open the door so that more of us could step up and jump in. So if it wasn't for people like you and Jess, there wouldn't be so many of us in this community now doing our thing and being here. So kudos to you for stepping up and doing that. And if you could give advice to people watching who maybe are like too scared to jump in at this point and are like, oh, I think I have things to say, I think I could contribute, like I'd love to be making content, who are maybe in the position that you were once in, what would you tell them about this community, and what advice would you give them?
I think there's a few things. As long as you're like not gatekeeping or like putting anybody down, like you can't be wrong. Like you have a voice in this community. Like as a fan of Marvel, it doesn't matter if you read the comics, if you just joined Marvel, if you're catching up, if you know like everything there is to know about the MCU, like if you're a fan, you have a voice, and that means you have something to say. And part of what made this community so great, especially like in the early like 2012 days, was that we all just kind of accepted each other and each other's theories and headcanons, and we're just there to have fun with each other. So as long as you come in with that energy, like you will be welcomed into the community. another piece of advice is that there will be people who try to gatekeep and are just, rude and mean, and you gotta kind of just, it's hard, especially at first, but you kind of gotta just like let it roll off your back and not take it too personally. Because remember, the people who have the time in their day to go out of their way and like comment mean stuff on your posts, it's just sad. It's just sad that like they have that kind of time on their hands.
Yeah.
Rather than like spending it productively like you by making content. Just food for thought.
Yep. And I think that it's also important for people to hear that like there's so many of us that have skin in the game now that are here to like celebrate you and support you and be here with you as you take your steps and go through this journey, right? Like it's I'm all about like creators voicing that we're all here together and we're not like separate entities kind of doing our own thing. And I think that piece is so important. So what can people expect from you coming up? Where can people find you? I have more questions I want to ask you, but I want people to know who are watching now, like how can they be a part of your community and get connected and get involved in what's happening with Miss Catherine Mora?
Yeah, so I will say another bit of news is that there is a big collab with like a lot of TikTok, like MCU TikTokers coming up. We're getting like the final bits of film together and everything, but it's a number of us coming together and like doing a skit all virtually because we are in different parts of the world. But that is coming up, and I think people will enjoy it. I think it'll be a lot of fun for people to watch.
I cannot wait.
It's good. It's been fun. Like, and I feel like I'm finally putting my film degree to good use.
Yes, exactly. Right.
It was like, okay, writing, kind of trying to direct like via, social media, DMs and everything. But it's going to be really great. And everybody who's been a part of it has been like so awesome and so like patient with me as well as like as I'm trying to like get all this information out to them. And the performances are just so amazing. So
excited. Can you give us a hint what it's about?
It involves Avengers. Okay. It involves apple picking.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. That sounds excellent. I can't wait. That sounds okay. We'll leave it there. I don't want to make I could ask you for every detail right now, but I won't do that to you.
When things I probably give it to you, but yeah.
Is it coming kind of like before the new year? Like, can we expect it in the coming weeks? Oh, excited.
Yes, we're definitely sometime this month. Like I said, we're still trying to get like the last few bits together. Yes. I still need to get like some things together too. But once that's all put together, wrapped up all nicely, it will be out hopefully before Thanksgiving.
So exciting. Okay, everyone, that's like the big news. So stay tuned. I cannot wait.
Yes.
I'm so excited.
And we're also reworking the podcast. The podcast has been on and off again hiatus for the longest time. We are reworking it and kind of like coming up with like a new angle to it and potentially a name change. I'm not 100% sure about that, but anything about that will be shared on the social medias. So another thing to stay tuned for.
Everybody loves the podcast here. Everyone here is obsessed with some podcasting. So another one to add to your list and add back to your list.
Yes.
Where can people find it right now if they want to go listen back? I can drop the link.
If you wanna, if you wanna listen to the Fangirl Report, it is available on Spotify, on Apple Podcasts. It should be on like Google and Stitcher as well. But yeah, it's there's quite a few episodes on there. So if you want to like binge listen, you can. And
we love that.
The new version should be out hopefully like late this year, early next year.
Love it.
Yeah.
Incredible. We have a few minutes left. So I want to make sure if anybody has questions, make sure you're dropping them in the comments now so we can squeeze them in. If there's any questions coming up on your feed, I can maybe give you a minute if you want to take a peek. But I did want to play like a little bit of a rapid fire game based on, not everyone is new or not everyone is seasoned in the MCU. There's a lot of new folks, right? So I thought maybe it'd be fun to go back and think about like some of the classic characters and do a bit of like a word association of like, as someone who's been here for years and you're introducing characters and plot points and significant moments and trying to like catch people up to speed on what's important, like what comes to mind for you when we're looking back on the MCU. So if you're new, if you're wanting to jump in, this is probably the right game for you. Catherine's going to spill all the tea on her opinions on folks and plot points and things to invest your time and energy in. Are you down to play?
I'm down.
Okay, I'm going to find a timer. We'll see how many, see how many we can squeeze in. Hold on here. Oh, not 5 minutes. Let's do maybe 1 minute. Hold on. How do I make it not a 5-minute timer? Okay, we'll do it as a stopwatch.
Okay.
Let me pull it up here so y'all can see on YouTube and Twitch. I love not being prepared for my shows. There we go. Okay, and I'll try and resize us. No, where'd our stopwatch go? Okay, are you ready?
Hi. Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
We're not gonna see me. We're gonna let you do this. I'm gonna yell some Marvel characters your direction. Give us a word or a sentence describing what you think of them. We'll see how many we can do in under a minute. Okay?
Okay.
New fans, listen up. This is your history lesson with Catherine. And starting now. Hold on. Or now. Loki.
Snake.
Thor.
Hammers.
Hope Van Dyke.
Pretty.
Yeah. Nick Fury.
Pirate.
Maria Hill.
Sketchy.
What about cats in the MCU? Various cats in the MCU. Cats
Goose.
over the years.
I love Goose.
Goose is the cat.
Mm-hmm.
Love.
He's the cat.
Amazing. What about Ant-Man himself?
Oh, sexiest man of the year. God bless.
True. Wanda.
Question mark.
Vision.
Toaster.
White Vision.
Ugh. That's my answer. Ugh.
Rhodey.
Love him.
And Tony.
My one true love, my one and only favorite,
and Pepper?
Best. Pepper. Strawberry.
That is
which she is allergic to.
Yes, that was an amazing minute. I feel like we have some really solid starting points there for folks who want to now go dive deep into Catherine's content and into the history of the MCU. I love that that's what stands out for you when you think of those characters. Strawberry is a great call.
But the thing is too, like after I said hammers for Thor, my brain went, no, himbo. I was like, darn it, I should have said that instead.
Especially after What If. We really saw him both Thor kind of in full force throughout What If. Of the What If episodes, what really stood out to you? Was there a particular character or moment that you found interesting?
So I loved the dynamic that they gave to Peter Parker and Hope in the zombies episode. I just want more of that. It was just so cute and pure, very wholesome. I will say What If just ranks really low for me because they kept killing Tony Stark every other episode, and that's my favorite character. I am 100% team Iron Man, so that really
that was tough.
A lot. It was hard.
I am really excited that they're doing the zombie series now.
Yes.
And I don't know if that means we're going to get more of the Peter dynamic, but I do think it's opening doors to see maybe more of those storylines. I don't know. I've been let down before, so I'm not going to get my hopes too high, but here's hoping that we get a little bit more of that in the future. So we're at the top of the hour. Thank you all so much for watching this week's interview on Stark Radio. This is Miss Catherine Mora. Please follow, subscribe on all the platforms, listen to the podcast, check out the merch. I am so excited to see what's coming for you, and especially with this collaboration that you've teased. I'm going to be all over that when you post it. I'll be view number 2 on the video. First comment, first like. Is there anything you want to leave with? Anything you want to plug before we go?
No plug, but I just want to say thank you everybody for, all the support that you guys have given me, and that I love you all 3,000.
Oh, wholesome content alert. Okay, I'm going to hang up the TikTok live feed first. So we'll say goodnight to everyone on TikTok, and you can tune in tomorrow night. We'll be live again tomorrow night with more Taylor Swift Marvel conversation. So link in my bio if you want to tune in tomorrow night. Bye everyone.
Bye TikTok.
And we'll say goodnight to everyone on YouTube and Twitch because it's easier to hang up the YouTube and Twitch streams. I always do that second, but we'll see you all tomorrow night too. Bye.
Bye.